but the weight of a big, strong, proud, just fucking force of nature, sexual, playful, confident, fun, focused man. What's better? What's fucking with that? Were you popular in high school? Were you the prom king? Were you the football player? Did you get all the girls? Chances are, high school nerd, loner, loser, bad boy, athlete, you're still stuck in high school and is limiting your motherfucking future. Yes! It's your boy, the DR, the Dangerous. I am your host. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing well. It looks like I took a break. I actually recorded one and I did not get to it. I just have to edit it because now I can edit videos. So now they're not as long and as fucked up. Look like I'm making shit up on the whole time. I learn new things, right? Me versus my BS. No, me versus my future. I hope is where we end up. And High School is Out is the title. I was seeing the red pill, to my mind today. Isn't it all just high school nerds and the motherfuckers that wasn't popular? Now they all have money. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to talk to girls. They're into nerdy shit. They want you to make more money. And now they all want you to get in shape like you weren't in high school. You want to be. Who was that? Remember the athlete? He was in great shape. He fucked all the girls. People liked him. It's like social proof or whatever. And then like he had like a purpose. His purpose was like catching the ball and scoring the touchdown. Like we shouldn't really ever glorify. High school was fucking stupid. We'll talk about that too. But we'll talk about 4 reasons it's going to impact you, the future. So we're going to score it a little bit differently. Let's talk about, we always talk about the past and how this is affecting you. Let's talk about your future. So home, let's make home the future you. The past, the visitor, the past and current you. What we could do to change if we get out of this high school mentality. What would future me look like? I'm excited. Some of my ideas, they're really good, and some of them are stupid. But I'm going to do it anyway. Go.
My name is Clinton.
Clinton, how old are you?
Oh my
I
God.
am 38. I'll actually be 39 in 2 weeks here.
Oh, happy
Okay,
early.
first of all, 5 points for regular ass Clinton. Okay. We're still stuck in the past, so that's going to be the bad side that we're going to score. The voice is weak. Could be a lot of reasons for that. Non-confrontational. Too much corporate America. Never like got in touch with his masculine side, but it's not a lot of bass. Bass is kind of like weight. Think of bass as weight in your voice. You got to have, at least when you get around women or when it gets around go time, that voice got to come down. Well, I don't care if it's way up here, but it's time to get your fucking ass in the bed, bitch. Like it's got to come down a little bit. Good. A smile. We'll talk about the smile at one point. The hairline, we probably should just let this go. We probably should let that go. The battle has been lost. The troops are overrun. Beard line's kind of muddy. He's kind of standing weird. I had a big ass too, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this man's ass, but he's kind of standing weird. He kind of even grips the mic weird. I don't know. It bothers me now. Not that I think he's hey or whatever, but he's like an eager beaver motherfucker. The future you will be relaxed, will be a little bit possessive of the moment. This is now my pop the balloon. This is now my conversation. Step out the way, bitch. Why you asking questions? Let me holler at these hoes. My first question, how will you prepare yourself to enter into a man's wonderful world? Let's just see who want to pop balloons. Because everybody who pop balloons, we got problems. Might be all of them. But we're going to find out why they popped, and I'll charm them on my way down. This is our future you. This is now our moment.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Now, what do you do?
So I work in education. I'm an assistant principal, athletic director for high school.
God.
Very nice. Okay, and what do you like to do for fun?
So I like to play sports. Most of the time I'm playing volleyball, pickleball, basketball when I feel like it again. Love spending time with my family, love singing. That's probably one of my favorite things to do.
Okay.
Like watching TV shows, just hanging out, taking walks, enjoying outdoors.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, he's not helping himself with none of these. I ain't trying to be mad, but current you not doing nothing. Currently the past you is winning. Maybe it's past versus the future. I don't fucking know.
Hey, now what do you look for in a woman?
First and foremost, I look for God.
She's gotta have God. She's gotta love God. He's gotta love the God.
Then that's super important to me. My faith is probably the most important thing to me. Look for someone who is emotionally intelligent. Love a woman that knows how she feels and knows how to communicate that. Look for someone who is willing to have fun, but also be down to earth. So those things.
It's so boring. It's so boring. Number one reason you gotta let it go of the high school you and the college you. That shit was fucking stupid, and it's not the real world. We used to celebrate when people were on the football team. The cheerleaders would get their jerseys. Russ, you must not have been an athletic. Sounds like you're hating. Yes, I'm hating. All them niggas. Like they wear the jersey of the kicker or the backup linebacker and shit. On a lose, our high school, we was losing. There was we're going to do a pep rally. I was like, why? We already know what's about to happen. Y'all about to get your asses kicked like last year. We were like one of the top conferences. But man, we used to get worked. I didn't even go to the games. They'd be like, well, play good in the first half. So we was doing all this pep rally business to watch your ass maybe win the game. The girls was cool because they wore certain fashions. Remember that you had to wear the certain fashions in the school. You had to have or else you weren't accepted. I mean, do you think about that now? Like, I better wear the Jordans because I want to be accepted. It was a copycat fucking place. Was there good things? Yeah, it's how you socialize. It's how you learn other people. It gives, people something to do. It kind of prepares them for the real world because the real world's going to be an ugly motherfucker. But nah, just about nothing matches high school now that we do. We work all fucking day. We don't learn all fucking day. We don't just get to run around carefree in the motherfucker. We got serious motherfucking concerns. Back in high school, we were so fucking bored that we cared about when Danny Johnson wasn't dating Susie Miller. Now we just don't have time to give a fuck. You don't need to emulate that period in time. Now it's my turn to go back and be the star quarterback. The past is done. Put it to bed. I saw a young man today, this motherfucker. We all know that they like the bad boys. Everyone sees that. That's high school. They don't all love the bad boys. Guess what? Most of the time that nigga was insecure and bitch made too. I'll say it. Well, if I see a bunch of tattoos on you, I don't believe you're hard at all. Unless you done real time behind this shit. If you done real time and you're in a real game, cool. If you just a regular motherfucker with a lot of tattoos, I could care less. Good for you. Not to disparage, I think they look cool too. They might put a little pep in your step. I don't know. I think they look pretty cool. I like to have cool tattoos, I guess, sometimes. But I ain't got nothing to say to nobody on my body. But who am I? I mean, I do your business. Anyway, the future you, again, we let high school go. We on some grown man. And we sound grown man. Don't he sound like a boy? Let's hear it.
They're really, really important to me, and someone just who respects themselves and respects other people.
Does that sound like a man sounds? Because that means he would have to literally change his sound. Oh, yes. Your voice doesn't get darker as you grow older. You have to change the fucking way you sound. Unless you was built in doing it from 13 or whatever the fuck. Maybe you just hit the curve. Most motherfuckers, you don't need to fake it, but you need to understand we get to the point. We talk at a lower level. We're direct. Our eye contact is fearless. We're all up in your areas, not physically, but in your eye-wise, we're all up in your shit. We're checking everything out. The high school shit is dead. It's dead. It was a dumb place. You don't want to go back, do you? And why are you still doing the shit like you was still in high school?
Okay, good. And now what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers for me would be someone who doesn't have a relationship with God, knows where they're at with Him. Someone who's not emotionally intelligent, really don't want to deal with someone who's afraid to communicate, talk with me, how they're
Somebody
feeling.
who is not ready mentally, physically, sexually to have the time of their lives and to let me lead it. See if I get one balloon pop.
Good, bad, or ugly.
Oh, she cute too.
Someone who's not willing to do things, try new things, enjoy life experiences.
All right, got it. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there and see why they
She's
ended
cute
up
too.
popping.
All right.
Okay, we'll start over here first.
What if you, everybody that didn't pop was looking busted? Like, would you still go through to the end? Like if they was all busted?
We can have your name and age.
I am Sade. I'm 28.
Oh, I don't like
Shawty,
that
what do you
voice.
do?
Too low.
I'm a flight attendant.
So why did you end up popping your balloon?
So he is very handsome. I was just waiting for a spark there to see myself with him outside of this show. I didn't see it.
Let's decode the word spark. I can't take all points until I say they see something that I didn't see. So right now he's just bad. Spark, I would honestly say I didn't see anything particularly masculine. There is no question that he's masculine. He's a man. He's got beard hair. He probably knows how to fight. He's got web tattoos or whatever the fuck. But there's not anything particularly in his demeanor, down to the way he holds the microphone, down to the way he's still beaming as the bitch is insulting. How the fuck? But I'm not going to smile while you talk shit. Future you smiles when something's funny. Smile when she smiles. You bad with women? Whenever you see a woman look up and smile at you, say hello. Just make that a move. Just make that the number one rule. If she smiled and looked at me, say hello. If she's across the bar, she looked, she smiled, tip your glass up. There you go. There you go. See how I do. See if I'm wrong. Not that it's going to turn you into a sex machine, but see how easy it is to do that. And then start to figure out that you're going to go about 50% from the field of people that say hi back. That's okay. What are we training to do? We are training ourselves to be dope and cool with a bitch and have her just move the fuck on and not have it fuck up our day. Fuck with your boy, mister. You're welcome.
Everything he said was great. All his answers were good. I just did not see it for myself. But again, very handsome, very attractive, and I'm pretty sure one of these ladies will snatch you up. Just for me, it's not my type.
All right, face it. Your life is a complete mess.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Gorgeous smile. Love automatically her personality. Probably not someone I would approach if I were just out and about, but love your smile. Think it's very, very gorgeous.
Thank you. We did get another pop down over here.
Careful on some of those words. Gorgeous is kind of on the line there. What's another one I hear too much? You know, it's gonna be like all that stunning. Beautiful to me is too much too. Like, have you ever really met a bitch and you were just like, Dad, damn, she was beautiful? Like, the bitch is either fine, the bitch is either bad, or you're like, you know what, she cute. I'll fuck her. She all right. She kind of cute. But I don't know when the last time I walked into, I was like, God damn, this bitch is beautiful.
Here, your name and age.
Oh!
Hi, my name is Kisu, and I'm 27.
And Kisu, what do you do?
I work in clinical nutrition, and I'm a co-founder of a social club in Atlanta.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I like this lineup.
Great guy, you look amazing, but the age gap, I was like pondering, I'm 27, you said you were 38.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 11 years, bro. But other than that, that's the main reason why for me.
Okay. I see here. And what's the oldest that you would date?
Probably like 35.
35,
I feel like 8 years is a good age range, but 10,
Too much for you.
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you.
Understandable.
And now is she someone that's your type?
Yes, love her style, great smile, love her personality. Seems like she's soft-spoken, but
cameraman
also
always
can
be
have
doing
fun,
something.
so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
The cameraman is a dude. He just be doing it just to show, just look at some ass. I don't like her calling me bro. That's not a term of respect. Y'all with this bro, and she call you bro. What are we? We're not on the same level in my mind. Shit, I do more in the relationship. I lead, right? We're not on the same level. Sorry, ain't two leaders.
Thank you.
All right. We did get a pop over here. Your name and age.
Sure, I'm Sammy, 31.
Okay. And Sammy, what do you do?
Hey, girl.
I work in tech sales.
Very nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So initial attraction, but I'm getting more of like a brotherly vibe. So yeah, that's why I popped.
What's giving you like brotherly vibes?
Very soft spoken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like, a little bit more out there. That's about it. Nothing crazy.
Could be because I'm nervous, but you know.
That's even worse. That's even worse.
And now she.
All right, look, I'll tell it to you like this. It's a little bit like the street, okay? It's a little bit like the street. I wouldn't sit there and yo nigga and all this, but you ever, do you think you could sit there and be everybody's biggest fan on the street? Like, women are not, if you believe that men are lions, is a woman not a female lion? If you're an alpha wolf or whatever, whatever they always go, I'm an alpha wolf. Like, all right, bro. Like, bro, well, finish cutting off the rest of your hair because you look ridiculous. You got a little fog on your glasses, alpha wolf. It's always like the alpha wolf 6199. Like, we need to take this country back. And for what? But yeah, she called him bro again. That's not a position of respect. That's not respect. It's like, I get it that you like this. You ever work for a boss that was on it? Like, didn't it make you proud to work for this man? He was like, yo, this motherfucker's the best motherfucker in the company. Yeah, I like this motherfucker. Yeah, and then if you play it right, he pull you up with him or she pull you up with her because the motherfucker's cool. You see, yeah, this motherfucker's on it. I got this problem, but that motherfucker handled the problem. There's respect. You feel better about working. If you got a boss that suck, you hate the job. I'm like, man, my boss sucks. You got to do his job, right? But you mad because you supposed to be getting paid. I'm helping you do your job. Well, shit, this bitch supposed to be getting paid. The bitch look good. Shit, she trying to fuck with you. She could fuck with a lot of niggas. How you got to at least show her respect off that. She putting a lot on the line. She giving up a lot. She got beauty. Shit, there's too many niggas that give it all up for beauty. So she got something that a lot of people want. You can talk shit about it if you want to. Now, that'll come up in a little bit, but reality is reality, right? So why is she giving up the chance to be with other motherfuckers for you? I know you don't like hearing it, but this ain't a motherfucking fairy tale.
Be someone that's your type?
Gorgeous. Think you're very pretty.
Gorgeous.
Probably not someone I'd approach initially,
What?
but I
What?
do appreciate your honesty.
Of course, thank you.
When I might approach 2 times.
All right, we got another one over here. Your name and age.
My name is Drea, and I'm 31 years old.
Drea, what do you do?
I'm an educator.
On the same field. So why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, first off, I think you're really handsome, but I just get like a more friend vibe coming from you.
You know what it is that's kind of making you get that vibe?
I don't know, but you are very attractive.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. And is she someone that's your type?
I think for me, maybe not someone I'd approach initially. I mean, I like to get to know her. I appreciate her personality. Again, gorgeous. Love your eyes. Catch
Thank
my
you.
attention. So I
Thank you.
appreciate
Oh my
that.
God, I can't stay with this too much longer, bro. This just too much. I just can't do it. The shit is too. We can't do this one for too long. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. We're not doing this one for too long. I can't do it. It's just, again, they just saying, bro, you act like a bitch. And then they saying it in the nicest way possible because he seems like a genuinely great person, right? Like, you know, this dude would help you with your computer or whatever the fuck he does with a living. Like, he's a good dude. Like, if you asked him to help you move, this nigga will help you move. It's not bad that he's nice. It's good. He's kind. He's a good, genuinely good person. He just doesn't really want to be a man.
So my first question would be, what does it mean to have a relationship with God for you?
Okay. We'll start right on over here.
Oh my
Your name and
God.
age
Hey,
first.
look, man. God ain't going to give you no mag. God ain't going to give you nothing going on. If God gave you a big dick, thank him for that. If God gave you some swag, he gave you some big muscles, he gave you good looks, thank him for that. Thank God for the ability to charm the pants off a motherfucking bitch. Thank God for the ability to talk some shit, to get up in her motherfucking ears and change her whole mind up. Y'all motherfuckers is... I like gratefulness as much as the next man. I am grateful to be alive. I really, truly am. I think it's an amazing time to be alive. It really is. But shit, I don't be grateful to be like in anywhere else. Like, oh, I'm so grateful to come hang out with you. Come on, man.
I'm Rebel, and I'm 31.
And Rebel, what do you do?
I am an interior designer and a contemporary dancer.
If you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
Okay, so to be honest, I probably am gonna pop. I do pray to God. I do identify as being spiritual, but I do not go to church. And I guess like God, I do love God, but it's not like the center of my universe, you know?
Can you imagine having to listen to that voice for the next 45 years? Think about it. If you don't like her voice, it's not going to work. If you don't like her voice, you don't like the sex, you're not really turned on a regular basis, you don't have aligning values, you don't have really aligning interests, and she's not ready to be on your lead, I don't think the looks can save me. You know what I mean? Like, that'd have to be that'd have to be like a beautiful bitch for me to like let all of that go. But this voice, forever, is a horrible voice.
Gotcha.
And I feel like I'm probably not on the same
Okay,
level
alright.
that you're at.
I can respect that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking.
Got it. Okay. But is he someone
Well,
that's
we
your...
don't care. We don't care. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's see. She hanging in there though. What's your relationship like with God?
Kiara, I'm 31 years old.
And Kara, what do you do?
I'm a nurse and I do YouTube.
And if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
So God, my relationship with God means a lot to me. God has brought me through so many things. So I would say I do have a long way to go in my relationship with him, but I definitely, speak with him every day, and it's just super important to have a relationship with God.
Thank you. Your name and age?
Catherine,
Let's give him 2 points. He's in future you. He's decent, in decent shape. And he loves God, right? It'd be nice to have a religious family if you really were actually caring of other human beings, including the ones that were illegal or gay. If you truly wish the best for people and you can overlook their sin, you overlook everything the fuck else. Oh, he used to be in drugs, or he used to be a killer, or he used to be he used to be this, she used to be a hoe. You but we all are sinned and welcomed in the church of God. Oh, get that trans out of here. Like, nah, we don't really want you in our neighborhood. I don't know. Nah, you're not a Christian. But yeah, relax is what I'm saying with it. I wish the Christians would just relax.
I'm 31. And Catherine, what do you do?
Yeah, what you do?
Paralegal.
Nice. And if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
Yeah, for sure. I am on a journey with God. However, I'm not where I want to be. I just rekindled a relationship. I've always had a relationship, but rekindling one means a lot to me. So I'm in a
We need to rekindle this dress. She got the fire going on in this dress. We can work on studying the Lord together.
in the process. Yeah.
And then we did get a pop balloon down over here. Okay, your name and age.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
We don't care. We got the theme. Hey.
Thank you.
Pastor's kid.
Connection. I was waiting for.
Popping your balloon.
Yeah, so I ended up popping because when I did look at him and made eye connection, I was waiting for something, and I
The
didn't.
spark. What does that mean? We just said what it was. There's nothing particular masculine or anything that makes me crave you. There's nothing that makes me desire you. And there's nothing that makes me want you. This guy was probably a high school nerd. Could have been captain of the football team, but he was the best captain there ever was. He was one of these valedictorian motherfuckers. Not that being smart is bad. But it goes into number school. Number 2, we got the bad boys. We all wanted to be the bad boy. We want to be like the bad boy. We want to be like Darnell and them. He was a thug. He was out here cold pimping. I want to be like Travis. He was a rocker. He had all the bitches. I want to be like Stefan. He had all the hoes. I want to be like them. But remember, they was always playing bitches off each other. And every bitch knew about the bitch. And he was all, she said you liked him. She said you fucked last week. Huh? You ever do that shit? Huh? I used to do that shit. What you mean? He was playing games. They was all, so we want to be like them. We want to be like the bad boy. The bad boy played games and had bitches fooled. The future you needs to take these bitches to school. That bitch needs schooled, not fooled. The games is out, bad boy. Good for you. Good for you. You had your little run. You know, about 16 to 25, he was priced in. Didn't have no direction, was still thugging, was still drinking all the time, was still fucking the bitches at the beach. He was still young. He was dancing at some of the college bars too much. He got a couple bitches knocked up. They had problems. You had a nice run. Good for you. Then the bitches started to being able to come to play. They got used to dick. They found out other niggas had good dick, and your little games was priced out. So now you just a fool. Every nigga out here promising dick. That's all they want to give to her anyway. You think you got some exclusive shit? What, does your dick take off like an airplane? Does your dick vibrate at the same time? Can you shake it back and forth to make it vibrate? No, then you just got a big old long dick. And if you got a really, really big one, congratulations, motherfucker. It ain't about what you got, it's what the motherfucker you do with it. Shit, I could drive NASCAR in the best NASCAR there is. I crash this motherfucker into a wall and die because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You're a hater.
My name's Alante. How y'all doing, ladies?
That's what I be thinking. You're a hater.
How old are you?
You ain't got
I'm 34 years old.
And what do you do?
I do real estate, investment. I do marketing and also management talent. Yeah.
Okay. And what are some things that you do for fun?
For fun, I feel like I'm like
none of the balloons pop. The future us, he hasn't really settled on a look, but he kind of looks like, you know, regular Nick. You know, I saw a couple of these before, and they was real chumpish. They was real chump looking, real chump talking. So there's like three chumps. I didn't mean to. That's a Freudian slip, but it is. But now we ready, right? Nice guy, nice guy, nice guy, light voice. You're so gorgeous. You're so gorgeous. You're so goji. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji. Laughing emoji, crying emoji, sad face emoji. Okay. Here's Darnell. What is he, auto worker? You look like a regular motherfucker. Why ain't the balloons pop yet? Because this is starting to smell to them like a motherfucking man might be here. Good voice, too. You notice there was some bass up under that shit. There was some weight to the nigga. You had to come behind this motherfucker and come to play. Is that you, or you still like these motherfuckers in high school? Ain't nobody to worry about.
Like the fun guy, so
Don't worry about that. Don't matter.
So I feel like I'm like a fun guy. So I like going out, as far as like going out to eat by myself.
Okay.
Living in LA, that's where I stay at, by the way. Everything's like superficial, and since it's superficial, I like doing regular stuff like going skating to like skating rinks. I like to go bowling. I like to also train like athletes. So I train like high school players on an everyday basis. So
he won with all of that. He probably won from here. This is where I say sometimes on the first date, just don't fuck up. If you just he don't have to fuck up. He's in. What's the future? He does work with young people. That's cool. He keeps people in shape, so he always gonna be in shape. You know where that go for him. What'd he say? You know what I heard that was really big for me? Let's give him like a three-pointer. Shout out to the Thunder. I was sad to see Halliburton get hurt, but anyway. He did shit by himself. Do you remember in high school, you could not do things by yourself? You were called a loner. And everybody hated that. You weren't going along with the crowd. You weren't interested in what the crowd was interested. But now the girls matured into women, and that plays. Why? This motherfucker likes himself. He's gotten good at liking himself, and he don't give a fuck. He didn't say, well, yeah, I have a secret thing. I do go skating. It's kind of high. He said, bitch, I go skating. What? And then sometimes I go for a walk. What? And I don't like superficial motherfuckers. I know they heard that shit, and I think that's some real shit. He said that like it was some true shit. Everybody's superficial, so I stick to myself, and I keep it pimping. All he has to do from here is not fuck up.
So
Okay, nice. And what do you look for in a woman?
And a woman, I look for a woman to just be theyself, like be organic, just be natural. I do believe that like couples that like really work out, they like almost like opposites in a unique way. So like with that being said, I just want them to be themselves, so they don't judge like, oh, I'm similar in this way. Just be yourself, and we can figure it out.
Got it. Okay.
For sure.
And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
I love the answer. The where I would say it's not for the future him. Where it looks good for the future is he's saying, I'll take all comers. I can work with anybody. Where I would like to see the future him, under me with my leadership is where you will flourish. I like to find out more about you so that I can start curtailing the relationship to be the best for the both of us. I'd like to hear for once in my goddamn life on YouTube what you would do in a relationship that would level this fucking bitch up. She gets to have this, and she gets to be under this, and she's submitting, and then there's the submission, and she'll do what I told. That's what God told you to do. Does the bitch get anything good to do? She gets to cook and clean, and then she gets to hang out with me. You sound like a bitch when you say that. He gets the pleasure of my company. Who the fuck are you? What'd you work on to make that significant? I don't like you. I don't want the pleasure of your company.
Deal breakers is girls who like selfish, or ladies who selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies who don't have an open mind.
Careful.
Ladies who, like, let's just say liars, just like
Careful, because he's talking about his pain. when you start getting into negative, it was a trap question. He didn't hear it right. A man does not think negatively throughout his thoughts. From the most of his thoughts, if I pull your thoughts, 80% of them should be positive. The people who don't do anything who typically fail, their minds are consumed with hatred, negativity, racism, misogyny, misogynoir. She got to do the da-da-ba-da-ga-da. You don't got nothing good for this bitch to hold in her mind, just what she got to not do. Like you got the 10 commandments on a bitch, which I kind of like it. But still, you know what I'm saying.
They come off to be. So yeah.
Okay, got it. So we did get some pop balloons.
For sure.
We don't care about negative bitches. Let's see. We'll see what he say. Let's see. What's your relationship like with the Lord?
Your type off of first impression.
Oh God! Did he ask what is their type?
I would like to know like what you do for a profession, and the last one is like am I like your type off of first impression?
Okay.
Yes.
So your name, age, where you live, what you do.
Oh, am I like your type? I thought he said. Whoa. Wow. He might have lost it all right there. I got to keep it right here because I didn't hear any pops. We might have lost it all right there. I don't think the ladies need to hear that. I don't think my ears as a man need to hear that neither. Like, whew. What we say? What do we say? She need to get schooled, not fooled. Will you sit the bitch down in school and say, hey, what you want to learn today? What you ain't a subject she got to study on? You know what I'm saying to you? About to go to relationship school, bitch. You first class, sit the fuck down. Shut up. Well, what do you guys want to learn? What are you into right now? You know you would walk over this nigga. If the teacher came out and I was like, I Mr. Dangerous, and I'm just gonna go with the flow, and you guys tell me what you want to learn. You'd be like, we're gonna run this nigga. Well, that's probably what she wants. She wants to no, she'd like to put her mind on vacation for a little bit and take her body to Pleasure Palace.
Are you their type?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm Kiera. I'm 31.
Hey,
I live
girl.
in Central Florida. I'm a nurse and I do YouTube. And first impression, I would say, when you first came out, I was like, I don't know. But when you started talking, like your energy and stuff, I would say you're definitely my type.
Thank
You
you.
have a nice smile.
Thank you so much.
I didn't say you didn't take everything out of high school. I don't know. I'm going to save what I want to say because I think I'm going to do more with that later because I can't say everything. But that I don't know is not a bad thing. That's the curiosity. I don't know if he's my type. Why is he walking like this? Well, who is he to be walking and talking like all this? You ever heard sometimes they'll say, okay. You ever said something to a woman, she said, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like she was like, okay, cool, Mr. You know what I mean? Like you've heard that, like, oh, okay, sir. What is that? She approves, but she's also like, okay, respect. Go ahead and keep on going. See, he came on, he was like, yo, if you cool, you cool. You can rock with your boy. If you superficial, you can't rock with your boy. It's easy to enroll. It's going to be difficult. Difficult curriculum at the Dangerous University.
All right, and over here, your name, age, and the answer to his questions.
My name is Catherine. I'm 31, and I'm a paralegal. I'm currently living in Jersey. I'm from New York.
Okay.
And you asked me if I'm if you're my type.
Yes.
I don't really have a type, but I do find you attractive.
Okay.
And I'm interested in hearing more.
Thank you. Sure.
See, so this was nervousness from our past. This is it. See, this face to me tells me he did not expect this to happen. I was really excited. But remember that question told on him like he's not used to women choosing him. This is okay. I don't have a problem with it. That's the reality for most people. However, what I have a problem with is that you carry yourself like that should be the case. Can you get with me in the room on that one?
Your name, age, and the answer to his questions.
Yeah.
I don't need to confirm why a motherfucker shouldn't like me.
I'm Sammy, 31. I work in tech
Sammy.
sales right now.
Okay.
Initial attraction. So far, I just wanted to see, what you're gonna say, what you're coming with, because I'm more about personality than anything. So far,
Shit,
so
then
good.
you gonna love me.
thank you.
Then you gonna love me. And let me just go ahead and say your skin is looking very, very, very soft and supple. I really like you. You seem to be glowing, and I want to help you shine. Come fuck with your boy.
Your name, age, and the answer to
Hey,
his question.
girl.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm 33. I'm a professional model for Wilhelmina, New York.
Who?
You're very handsome. I love your smile. I love your style. Your tattoos are all that. Yeah.
Okay.
You cute.
Thank you.
But you said they left high school. But you said they were gone. I didn't say that. I said that they matured. And if you'd like a different way of looking at it, their tastes may have changed as to what they're looking for in a relationship. I think I touched on this before, maybe the last one. Remember I said that women give a lot of relationship answers? What happened was they dated the thug, the bad boy, this, they had the time of their lives, but then it usually went bad. He was either bitch made, or he was fucking a lot of other hoes, or he was lying to her about some shit and fucking a lot of other hoes, or derelict as a father, or problematic as a baby father, or just straight up broke her heart. Straight up broke her heart because he was a good dope motherfucker. Rare. I mean, no one, who's that when they're 22? Like, you got it all figured out, you're 22. Like, I wasn't that. Shit. I was a fucking knucklehead. Probably still am a knucklehead. Shit, I wasn't no good person at 22. I'll tell you, I thought I was, but I wasn't. But that's what you're dealing with. She feeling you, but you know when a motherfucker is feeling you, number one, you can't be surprised. You know, if you say I know, you get a laugh, and then you say, oh, you feeling me, huh? I'm nice, right? Then they like that too. You kind of lean into it. Because why would I lean off it? Like sometimes I would do the, oh no, it's all, hey, well, thank my parents, But then but I think a lot of it's like, yo, I'm trying to fuck with a real nigga. And you're just like, whoa, no, I'm not that. No. I'm going to give all the credit to everybody else because they're amazing. She's like, yo, I was trying to attach myself to a real motherfucker. Plus, I mean, I do think that way. So. You got good taste. That sound like she ready, right? She was feeling my exterior. Now she needed to see what the personality's like. They're still going to hold on to their balloons, but remember, he ain't fucking up. See, he's surprised to me. He's surprised. This is good. Future him could get some self-esteem, a boost of confidence. He might then in turn become more aggressive. He might then in turn get some better experiences and better reaction off that. The light bulb goes off. He goes, oh, okay, cool. It's going to be hard work to learn and continue to be a man. But that is what people are really responding to. And that's what I secretly respond to myself internally. It needs to feel right within. You ever go to a club and you like didn't do nothing? You were just kind of like, I had a decent time. But if you was dancing and having fun, you would just say, okay, cool. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is who I am. Like you're just completely relaxed and everything is just like, yo, I'm the star of this fucking thing. But, you do have to incorporate the other people. Other people got a star in the movie too. Who are you, Denzel?
Your name, age, and the answer to his question.
My name is Kisu. I'm 27. I reside in Atlanta. I work in clinical nutrition, and I'm also the co-founder of the Wealthy Girls Social Club in Atlanta. I wouldn't say you're my type initially, but I'm trusting in the process, so I just kind of wanted to hear a little bit more of what you had to say.
Okay. Sure.
Head on back.
Gotta make sure I don't fall.
All right, so let me hand you a pick because we're now going to switch it on over to you. So I'm going to have you pop one balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop that one.
Remember, Streets is watching. I don't like the rule, really. I'm not saying you can't ever relax, but you better get cool with yourself so that you can be relaxed as yourself in public. Streets is always watching. These bitches is always clocking a motherfucker. If I could lose it right here, I'll tell you how I could lose it. If I went up and I was like, we saw this, I think before, maybe the show before, he was, well, I don't know. You lose it that fucking fast. You haven't learned to be decisive. Future you ain't going to be decisive. That's still you stuck in your past bullshit. So I got to be decisive. And then to me, a lost art that amongst men, classy. We just don't have classy motherfuckers. Should I be a gentleman? Nah, not really, because I don't do all that pulling out chair business. I'll open the door for you. That's classy. You can have my arm. You can take my hand. That's classy. I'll be on the outside of the sidewalk. I'll make sure you're all right. I'll make sure you get home all right. I'm making sure you're going to have a great time tonight. Oh, you know, I try to keep it classy.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on takeout.
Okay.
Really?
So why was your balloon unpopped?
So you're not my type per se, but I wanted to give you a chance, just hear what you were going to say. Good things, so just kept my balloon just to see what was going on. Okay. Yeah.
Right. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
You're stupid.
Sound a little indecisive. But I do think you're very beautiful. You have nice eyes, well put together. Nothing negative to say.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I don't like them fake eyes, but
Nice
you know
to
you ain't got blue eyes. You know your eyes ain't blue. Oh, Lord. Stop being weird.
Go ahead and ask our remaining 4 ladies another question.
All right, so next question is what's important. I would like to know, like, what's your 2-year plan? Like, and that's like realistically, like, what does it look like within the next 2 years for you ladies as far as like goals?
This is very bad eye contact. I'm off the boat. He had a great start, but unfortunately, and this has been my experience as well, I can speak very confidently about this. When you can be good up front, but you're not good on the backside. You only good up to a certain point. And then after that, you don't know what to do because you ain't there too often. Or you don't really have any confidence on the backside of things. You ever seen an NBA basketball player? Take James Harden. Fantastic shooter. Step back, cool beard, living in Houston, living in New York, wherever the fuck he's at now. Looked like he's probably having a great time. But when it come down to the playoffs, you can't find the nigga. You know, that motherfucker changing the Clark Kent and shit. That motherfucker just, he don't, you just be like, what happened to you? Like if we wanted the backup back point guard to play, we could have done that shit. He ain't gonna shoot neither. The nigga don't even shoot really. Be like, yo, you shoot every shit. You woke up in the morning shooting in the regular season. Then you start. He went 3 for 8. Yo, bro. You don't see him the same as somebody like a Kobe, like a Jordan, like a closer. You don't see anybody, and is there anybody in basketball or sports that you respect better than a closer? You want to know why some motherfuckers, they pieces of shit, but they still get broads? Because they can fuck. You don't have to like it. I might not like it either, but because they can really fuck. Because they can really sling it. And they know it, and they get rejected. They probably get rejected more. I'll say it like that. And in college, everybody curious. When they 45, sometimes they get stuck up or they get burned or whatever the fuck. I want this, I want that, I got to have this. But he's going to still get his 20%. He's still going to get his numbers. Might only get like 1 out of every 20 bitches he's talking to. But that one ain't going nowhere because he can sling it. The poor eye contact, he was doing good with the voice and the tats and the interest, and they was feeling them. But they're going to start to have more questions because my behavior inspires more questions. There's questions and there's curiosity. My behavior fosters more questions. Devontae behavior makes them what's he up to? It's a different one. Oh, what was you doing? I know you was doing something. I knew you was down there at so-and-so, right? Versus, hey, what'd you get up to this weekend, right? Oh, that sounds fun. You know what I mean?
And then also, in addition, if I was the guy that you ladies would be with, what a situation really look like.
You ever heard somebody, they say, you know, look, I ain't trying to say you a piece of shit or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And then like the last half, you're like, okay, you got to say whatever you was about to say. You just call me. I ain't say you was a, come on, bro. Like I almost say you got a stupid looking face and you fat as fuck. You know, you just got you got a crooked nose and your show sucks. Dangerous. I ain't trying to say like all that. But at the same time, people like, yo, like you can't start off like, if I was your man, can I ask you a question? If I was your man? I don't think this is good. This is going to head in a good place. My prediction, pain.
You can paint it however you would like to paint it.
Okay, let's start there and head
Let's
back.
do it.
He feeling himself too much. He feeling himself, ain't he? He done had like 6 bitches tell him he was handsome. He feeling himself. I like it. We need more. We could use a little compliment here and there. You could give brothers a shout out. We all is not lost.
All right, so first question. Did you hear it? You heard the questions?
I think so.
Okay, go ahead.
Me first. Okay. In the next 2 years, I am starting a master's program, and it's going to be very rigorous. So heads will be in the books initially. That is my first priority. And then, I'm sorry, what was the second question?
If me and you was in a relationship,
Okay.
what would it look like? Like paint your own picture however you want to paint it.
Okay, so we'll piggyback off of the next.
My prediction to this answer is it's going to sound like nothing at all. It's going to sound like she has no fucking clue what she's talking about. It's going to sound like she's just going to do basic fucking bullshit that sounds vague. She has no real clue at all what that looks like besides like our day-to-day activities and shit. I wonder who should be in charge or is in charge, whether they like it or not, in said department.
Next 2 years.
You don't have to enforce patriarchy. They're going to do it for you. I like when a man leads. I don't know. He just looked like he was handling business. I like him. He's an ambitious motherfucker. But they're telling you the bullshit. She has to be submissive right on the first date. Everything I say, you do it. What are you, a baby? What are you commanding her to do, Augustus? Show up on the date, look sexy. I'll be out front at 6:15. Be ready to have a great time. Look sexy for me, because I'm gonna do the same for you. What was all that she had to submit to? Jesus fucking Christ! Y'all do too much with that stuff. What did I say was number 2? Can you score this bitch in something? Or you just fooling her?
Be in school. It'll be long distance because I will be like in the DMV area around that time.
Okay.
So coast to coast, hopefully communicating as much as we can. When I have a break, I don't know.
You need to start walking around like I'm the exception to the rule. You need to train your brain to be that shit. I want you to wake up out of your dreams. I'm the exception to the motherfucking rule. Live your life that way, man. You deserve it. You went through a lot of bullshit. You've been hated on by a lot of motherfucking losers. You got your dick kicked in by a couple of bitches or 3. It's hard being you sometimes, and it's been a lonely, rough motherfucker. You know what? You got the right to walk around like you are the exception. If you want to sit there and tell me America's the land of the free, then you got the freedom to walk around like you are the exception to the rule.
Trying to see you, or if you can come see me, that would be great too. What else? But that's probably what I would say for the most part. I think because of the distance, it would just be trying to communicate or making the small things matter as much as possible.
Remember, when you're in a relationship with her, make sure the small things matter. What did that mean?
Okay, thank you. All right, so here, what's your 2-year plan, and what would life look like if he were to match with you?
Well, I actually have multiple business. I love to cook, so I'm actually starting my Seasons Comfort Kitchen right now.
Oh.
I also have my own fragrance company. You know, I've been modeling for 15 years, so it's time to like branch off to other things. So I'm looking more into like building my fragrance and my kitchen and things like that. So
Okay.
And
I maybe y'all hate this. I don't see how you can hate this. She too busy. She got too many businesses. Look, the bitch say she can cook, so you know she banging. Well, she kind of skinny. I take that back. Maybe, but we could get her trained up right. We can help the business for real. Fragrance is a lot of money in that if you can get it right. You might be able to help you get your own cologne out. Like, I'm just trying to see opportunities out this motherfucker. Y'all can sit there and hate. I hate a smart woman. She's supposed to be in the home. Like, yo, she'll go get her. Let her go get it.
And, you know, you say you're an entrepreneur, you know, so you know how it is with the industry. I don't mind it. And, you know, I just think communication is the key. And so, yeah.
It really is.
You know, it'd be like anything else. The bitch would think she's the CEO of everything. So, you know, she might be ready to put that shit down for a real one, but you're going to get tested on that from time to time. People going to be bigging her up, right? This the best thing ever. Oh, LeBron said he wanted to get hit. My wife is pregnant. I'm this. You know, so she going to have that ego coming through the door sometime. It's just naturally going to happen. People are people. You can sit there and run your mouth, your mouth about how all bitches are perfect under your shit. Man, there's been so many stories of the coldest motherfuckers getting fucked in the ass by a bitch. Oh, she was down with the team, and then I went to jail behind this. Man, it just happened, man. Women, what they say, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So I hate when motherfuckers say, I got my bitch, she be perfect all day. And you know what, man? Come on, that don't even make no fucking sense. When's the last time you met a perfect bitch? That don't even make no fucking... As moody and weird as they are, she never do anything goofy. Come on, man. That don't even make no sense. Sometimes the people stuff be saying. People show out on amateur TV, social media. They show out and do the most. It drives me crazy.
Your plan, and what would life look like if he were to match with you?
2 years. I just want to continue to grow. So I'm currently happy. I'm stable and all of that. I'm pretty open-minded.
Kind of like her voice. Kind of like how she cares. She'd be my number one.
I just want to continue to be better. I have goals such as like wellness goals and things of that nature. But I feel like I'm on the right path to being in a good place. And I'm in a great place. So it's just like growth. As far as a partner, I would like to incorporate that. But yeah, in 2 years, I see myself definitely being in a relationship.
In 2 years, the relationship she wants to be in will have growth.
For sure.
And being my partner, is that what it is?
If I was your partner, what would it look like? Yeah,
what's it gonna look like?
You'll be my best friend.
Oh boy.
We will be dating regularly. You know, we will be enjoying each other. We will be communicating often. I'm not sure about the distance. I'm in New York, New Jersey, and you're in LA, so I'm not really sure how that will work out, but it'll be definitely enjoyable.
See, and don't turn women into some kind of like maze. You know what I mean? Like what did she say? Communication, dating each other. That means like going on a lot of dates. So you gonna be spending your chips, unless you got it to where you don't have to do that. But most dudes are gonna be spending some chips. Let's go to this Smash Park and let's do all this. Let's go out to drinks with Tony and them. You're paying, right? Like that shit. Like unless you know how to lock that shit in. But she ain't saying nothing that a man can't do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to turn her into no puzzle. You know, I like thinking about some of this stuff too, but it's not as complicated as it need be. You know what I mean? To get the initial stuff going, it's not really it's not. It's right in front of you, really. And I think you have to admit it too. You need to make a lot of money. That's just the one way to get her on the date. What you're really saying is to get her on the date and to get her to feel you. And then it's going to fuck game. And then it's how you carry yourself as a man. And if you ain't got the fuck game and you don't carry yourself as a man, you can have money like Jeff Bezos coming out your goddamn ass. But you still ain't going to fuck with you. How many goofy... Who's fucking Elon? Come on, bro. Don't do Nazi salutes.
And what about over here?
So in 2 years, I am a nurse, but I'm kind of transitioning into an entrepreneur. So in 2 years, I just honestly see myself traveling a lot more and having a lot more free time. I would also say I just see myself, being healthier, more financially stable, just overall in a better place. Yeah.
It's a nice little game there from her. Let's give the future me. She leveled us up there on that one. Listen, everybody got wisdom to them. What'd she say? Let's go back. I'll show you what she said.
Traveling a lot more and having a lot more free time. I would also say I just see myself, being healthier, more financially stable.
She has goals. Women have goals. She ain't some static motherfucker. Or she fine as hell. Well, she just stopped and shit. See, when they finally trying to be on reality shows and every other fucking thing, why you think this bitch ain't got no goals? Why you talking about how you gonna restrict the bitch? You can't even help the bitch fly. You're gonna be washing my clothes and you don't like, some of y'all just sound stupid. Like, I don't have anybody in mind, but I've heard motherfuckers, well, what am I going to get to do with you? Well, you're going to be cooking and you're going to be cleaning and you're going to be serving in my environment and you're going to be learning to be a good steward of the Lord's blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, the bitch is already like, she make $150K. She get to be your fucking servant. How is that the dream of a lifetime? Y'all some motherfuckers can't see the shit, man. Y'all some non-opportunity motherfuckers. If the bitch got skills, you ain't putting the skills to work. If the bitch got some go get it, you don't put the. Even I do that sometimes. I don't make the bitch go get it. Sometimes, listen, we're dealing with one. Shit, she a killer though for the effort. You tell her to do something, she gonna do it. She gonna get worried that she didn't do it right. And that's all I'm gonna say about that situation. Sometimes I don't put that to work. Like that's her happy place is grinding. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, it's not even like me taking advantage. Like, that's her happy place. That's what she's built to do. If you got a bitch that practice medicine, you know you're going to have great health. You know you're probably going to live in great neighborhoods, and she's probably going to be able to do things that make you healthier, better with sex. She's going to get you all that free health care. Hey, that's a good dope deal right now. They're trying to take the shit. How you not putting these beautiful women to work? You get a beautiful woman and she got something else that she's good at, and you want to squelch the shit. Oh, pussy.
I'm just overall in a better place.
She has goals. That beautiful piece down the corner, she got goals. That lawyer has goals. That beautiful woman has goals, but she got goals for herself too. What if she's one of these grinding bitches and all she do is for everybody else, and she's always competing with everybody else? What you gonna be? I got to push you to be the best. We about to be Beyonce. Maybe that bitch need an oasis. She a killer. She look great. She look fantastic. She just looking for an oasis nigga. Why that goofy nigga on her couch been with her for 3 years? Because he's an oasis. She got something to look forward to. She get mad. Ugh, I gotta go be with this no account. But you know what? He home and she looking forward to being there, and that's home to her. And a good motherfucking man, whether they admit it or not, is home to the bitch. She home wherever the fuck you is. Now, how you out here running around any different? You ain't got to tell her that shit. You ain't got to rub it in her face. You got to tell her some, oh, well, once I give you this and that and the third, you're going to be mine. She ain't got to know that. But you want to give away the game before it gets started? You always tell the ending of a book? Quit running your mouth. If you got it like that, leave it like that. Shit. Let her find out on her own and be surprised. You ruining the story.
If we were in a relationship, I would just see us hopefully doing a lot of traveling together, spending a lot of time together, like going on dates and just getting to know each other more, I would say.
A short adventure. Just she wanted adventure. They all want that. We'll sleep on it.
All right, let's go ahead and have you pop.
Halfways, that's why the nice guy never wins. He got no adventures planned. He just got shit, whatever she like doing. We about to go play tennis together?
Balloon.
This is really hard.
No, it's
Everyone always
not.
says that.
Like, this is not no joke.
You've never had this many bitches like you like this in your life. It is
Anxiety.
not hard, sir. You are lying.
Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
I really liked his energy. I think he's very handsome, and I just wanted to hear more of what he had to say.
For sure.
Right. And why'd you end up popping hers?
First of all, it was hard. Like, no lie. It was, I would just say it was.
Short mansplain that energy shit. To my mind, how you made her feel and how you carried yourself as a man. If you're really good, what you did to the room. We all felt calmer in your presence. You know, sometimes I've seen it too. I've actually had it too, where a group of women want to, like, I might be the only one in there, or like very few or whatever, or even just like regular. Like, they want to be in the presence of a man. They came to get looked at. They came to be flirted with, and it's not happening. Is it a compliment that they picked me? I don't know. I could be the other nigga in the bar. I'm not saying it's me. I'm saying they want the company of a man. And that's, to my mind, what a lot of that, especially late game, 30s, 40s, when they start running their mouth about, oh, I got to have the perfect relationship. I think they're honestly just mentioning the real presence of a fucking man. And I think sometimes it might be it could be I'm not used to that thing, but I think it's that what they're saying too. Like, you hear some saying, I wasn't really attracted, but it's your energy. Like, it's like, okay, cool. A man came in the room. We can't say he's all pussy. He talk like a man. He carry a little bit like the man, but he's just goofy. He's got some things in his mental, right? It is. Look, you want to get at her mental, you got to get at yours. Right? You the leader. You got to know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it to you, how you know how to do it for her? With the exception of like getting fucked. Like, I mean, that's really kind of what it is. Like, you don't do it in your own life. How you going to do it to her? How you going to teach her how to do it? How you going to inspire her to be better, which is what she's looking for?
I can't really say. I had to make an executive decision at this point.
Okay.
I can't really say nothing bad about you. You beautiful.
Thank you.
Well put together. Energy is beautiful also.
Thank you.
Good eye contact, and also it doesn't matter. I mean, a lot of it was just non-verbal or whatever.
The three ladies.
For sure.
Let's go ahead and throw another question at them.
All right. So, what could you bring in this relationship if we were matching? That you probably learned from your past relationship that you can bring to make us
there's
a
his mental. There's his mental points for the past. He even mentioned his past. So someone hasn't gotten away from you. Ain't looking forward to the future you. You ain't looking forward to meeting yourself tomorrow. You ain't looking to meet yourself next week. What you about to pick up and learn? Okay, you just want to stay stuck in the past with the high school? Yeah, them football players were scoring touchdowns. They scored the touchdown, and the people, everybody's parents, and then the girls were like, oh my God, yeah. And they probably went home, and then they fucked. Probably a beautiful fucking thing. But then they went home, he probably smashed it, and then she came a bunch, and you were at home, you were jerking off. Your mama could, what are you doing in there? Mom! And then they went to the school, and they, guess what I was, then they was talking about their business. I hate when dudes still do that to this day. Don't air out your sexual business. It's just weird to me. You're always trying to impress other men. Number 3, I had to switch it around. You're always looking for the approval of other men. The jocks, the leaders, the teacher, the coach, your dad. High school is over. You're no longer going to win the big game. You no longer get to get all the girls at the college party. It's over, baby. Now you're going to have to carry it for real. It's a random fucking stranger that didn't go to school with you, that didn't go to high school with you, who doesn't know who you are. It's just off the rip. And you got to be able to handle up and be ready as a fucking man. You got to let him go. You got to let Pops go. You can love him. You can be him. You got to let him go. You ain't going to be him. He fucked up a lot he ain't tell you about. You fuck a lot. You think a lot of differently. You don't have to tell him about. He don't know you. He not really. He might know the wolf. He might know the lion when he see it. He might know the gorilla, the gangster when he see it. He might know the killer. So he's got the look. I know he's got it. He's got it. He don't really know you. Your mama, forget about it. Let it go. Let the approval go. The cheerleaders, they're not going to cheer for you. They just too late for that. The principal's not going to say, great job, you won the game. It's too late for that too. You don't have to get status. You don't have to get this money to get the revenge with the bitches. Let it go and become a fucking man now. And live your goddamn life the way you want to live it. You're free. Go be free. Get free of that bullshit approval. I don't need their approval. Get that voice out of your head. Get your father's voice out of your head, if you can. And you might need to go to therapy because you might have done a lot to your head that you didn't like. It hurts, but no one's perfect. If I had a kid, he wouldn't be perfect. But like, man, my dad was kind of fucked up too. It is what it is. I ain't perfect. Why would I have perfect parenting? I'm a douchebag. I'm going to be a douchebag as a parent.
Okay. Start here.
Catherine, 31. What I would bring into a relationship with you, learning from my last relationship.
For sure.
I would definitely be a more active listener.
Okay.
And listen more versus assume and imply based on my own personal beliefs. So just being more open-minded. Yeah.
Let's get on here.
That's a mature answer. At the same time, this bitch don't be knowing. She don't be knowing.
All right.
Hey,
And what would
girl.
you bring
Hey, how you
into your
doing?
next relationship that you learned from your other relationship?
I mean, I won't say I would bring anything, but because it's nothing to bring, I would just start fresh off. You know, why would you want to bring something past in your past relationship to something new? You know, it's all about growing and being with each other and learning.
She didn't say it right because it twerked me the wrong way too. I heard it the same way you might have heard it. It sounded like she got attitude. Why I got to bring anything to the table? That was my instinct. Remember some of that emotional, your emotion is sometimes the first thing that's going to hit. Maybe an insecurity is the first thing that's going to hit. We ain't got to live there. We got to see it, address it, name it, and claim it. And then we got to work on how to get rid of that shit. So you might have heard it backwards. What I heard was, I'll do what the fuck you tell me to do. Why are you asking me?
And from each other. So, yeah.
For sure.
And what about here?
I feel like for me, I'd probably bring a space to where you feel heard, ideally. I think that sometimes...
What does that mean?
I'm a lot more mindful in regards to my emotions in the moment, and that can disregard like the other person. But I think now I'm working on like hearing how someone feels and then kind of having a conversation from them. So, yeah.
For sure.
You know how sometimes you wasn't doing that already? Yeah. Most people are bad. Men never get taught to be in relationships. I certainly didn't get taught. Women never get taught. It's kind of like a school for just like, fuck it. Someone's got to learn and someone's got to lead. It cannot be women because they are irritated that they have to take that role. They started to learn and then they started to lead and they're like, ew, this is horrible. Because, yeah, it's not the fun job. If it's so fucking fun to lead, ask a woman this. Not in a smart chat room. Why don't you want to do it? They'll get one or two answers. Well, that's just not my job. I want to be feminine. But number two is they'll say, well, I probably would lead, and I do lead all my relationships. So you can't ask it because it's just going to be sassy. But it's the truth. None of them want to lead. Yeah, it's not always so fucking fun. Why don't you go protect me? Why don't you go, go get me all this stuff. Get me flowers. I like flowers. Yeah, why don't you open the car door for me? Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's not their job. You get what you get, right? You get lucky, she's gonna force a human being out of her cooter over the course of 32 agonizing hours, and then put up with that little motherfucker and try to raise the goofball. And she's gonna have to feed them. She's gonna be the literal feeding machine of this motherfucker. This is before, for 9 months, taking care and housing that motherfucker. How the fuck do you're a single mother, you're a bitch. Like, that's some pretty amazing shit, bro. She ain't got no father around to help her with half the raising this child. It's pretty superheroic shit. Now, if she played the nigga wrong, you got a case. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. But most times it's a nigga who abandoned her or abandoned the financial obligation. Yes, you have to continue trying to feed your child. It's child support, it's all fucked up. Maybe, but you have to try supporting your child. Yeah, loose sperm costs.
All right, let's bring it on back. And what about for yourself? How would you answer that question?
Vulnerableness. Just being vulnerable.
Oh my God, here we go.
Being able to express myself, like who I am. Show like my real personality. Not hold back for no reasons. If that lady is willing to show who she is, I'm willing to show who I am.
Nice. Okay, well, that's a good one. Well, let's go ahead and have you pop one more balloon.
Okay.
I don't think that answer played. Here's the thing about vulnerability, and let's on the QT with none of the feminist ears around. They do not want us to be masters of vulnerability. They kind of want to teach it to us. That's all I'm going to say. They're going to deny it. They're going to be angry. They would call me a bunch of names and say I was emotionally immature. They do not want us to be the kings of vulnerability. I'm not saying don't be it. I'm not saying you have to pretend you're a robot. You're a human being. You're the leader. You are not the king. You are not the dictator. You are not the deity of deities. Okay, fine. I take that way. I get it. But you're not in real life. But look, that position is not the fucking master of sadness. I'm going to negotiate and navigate my own sadness from when I didn't make the baseball team. Let's unpack that. We don't have time. I don't have like, it's good if you have time. And it is good to make her, she needs that. We need to work on that. I need to work on it. I'm not good at it. But I can't do that night and fucking day. And she know that. You know, sometimes they just need something. You know, they just need a little touch of something. Hey, she's a beautiful girl. She's weird. Throw a little bone on the weird.
All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
I mean, I just wanted to get to know him some more, you know. So, yeah, that's it. I'm not. So yeah.
She liked what she heard. She was gonna fuck with him. She liked him.
I just wanted to get to know him a little bit more. But he's a good-looking guy, and I hope
Thank you, by the way.
pick one of my sisters.
Are you like the millions of Americans?
And that's something else too. Like we always hate the black women. You know what black women do rock out for? They rock out for black women. They back each other. You can't always sit there and say niggas just have a love fest with other niggas. I don't even like most niggas. I do love being black, and I do love our black people. I should say it like that. I shouldn't say it like that. But you know what I mean. I'm like, yo, bro, let's get together every single day. And you know what? I'll catch up with you.
No, we're just popping her balloon.
You be
first
easy.
it was hard because she was looking at my soul.
Oh, that's
Like-
a good thing.
Like it is. Like respectfully. It was just like, you know, it was just more the answer. The question that I had asked was more like, what could you bring for for me from your past relationship? And I feel like you just didn't fully answer it in the manner that I probably.
Let me just say, I'm with him. I'm fucking with him. He's being honest, like that past high school boy honest. But there is room here for a man. There's. It's just like I'm looking at like an empty, like where's the Russell Strader? There's like an emptiness here. and we can feel it. What the nigga say? He said, I got a fever. And the only thing that will cure it is more cowbell. We're missing for just the weight of a man. It's hard and it's almost intimidating because we're being told more and more like, don't do this and don't be that. And I hate this. I hate alpha. I hate that. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate it. Okay, cool. Number one, it was poorly done by bitch made niggas. But the weight of a big, strong, proud, just fucking force of nature, sexual, playful, confident, fun, focused man. What's better? What's fucking with that? You be honest with me. What's fucking with that? Not no titties. Come on, dog. Not no titties. Not no beauty. Not enough. Not enough. Beauty, titties, and all of that, what I just named, cool. But not just beauty and titties.
Would have liked you to answer, I would say that.
Yeah, but that's probably why we really didn't clash because
sure.
I'm not bringing my old relationship into my new one. That's just not going to happen. Like, no, not at all.
I get it.
You see her kind of shut down a little bit. You know what she's saying is, I wanted the man to say that. And the fact that you didn't like that really put me off. This is something that's very difficult for me, and I think it's very difficult for anybody. Your past relationship kind of just has to be a chapter in the book. We carry a lot forward, and we carry a lot of childhood forward. That's just the human being's mind. I know it sounds, that's just actual psychology. You carry stuff. It's your foundation. We learn very quickly 0 through 5. We enforce it 5 through to 12. And then what is it? The brain does not be finished calcifying or forming until you're 25 years old. You're drinking in information, typically from the outside world. This should take us perfectly to number 4. How do we get rid of that high school mentality? We're done being outside all the time in our mind. What's Janie Johnson doing? What did Phil say? What did John say? What did Deontay do? Guess what they did? Oh, teacher wants to do this. Oh, mom wants to do this. Societal pressure. I'm not cool. I'm trying to be cool. I'm the coolest. I'm on the football team. I got to do. It's all done now. And we keep, the phone is it's such a temptation. And I'm not saying don't be one. I'm not one of those guys like, social media is terrible. And then you'll level up once you get rid of it. I hate those people. Well, if you just stop watching all electronic devices, what happens is your testicles grow by 4%. It's like, bro, nobody wants to be you. You ever meet somebody? I don't understand like these podcast bros, how they became so big. Well, yeah, that's very interesting. You know, because I've heard that glucose helps you retain like almost like 12% more memory an evening. Oh, yeah, definitely. You just sound like two stupid motherfuckers talking. One of them's a comedian, so you know he's a stupid motherfucker. He ain't no genius. He didn't graduate high school. He became a comedian. I love comedians too, but sometimes you're doing the most. You're like, nigga, you didn't finish. And you didn't go back. So how smart can you be? Why are they the only experts about the black community? That's my... So we need a man here. But she's saying, look, are you trying to be your job? She's saying, look, I'm looking for a real one who's got it all figured out and who wants to be clean of his bullshit in the past. Leave your past behind. Let's go to work. She's not supposed to be saying that. That's what I would expect more of a woman to do.
So, but you're very beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Picture me. Fuck with me on this one. I know I'm talking. I'm going to keep going because I'm on my shit. I might go for 55. Women know themselves. Hey, listen, fuck with me on this, Cole Pimpin. Do you know yourself and you can tell when you're getting irritated? And do you know, like, you can't do that thing because it's going to go bad, or you can do. You ever like, I can't go to that club, I can't listen to that music. It's, you know what, or this thing bothers me, or that thing bothers me, or that I have this shortcoming. Like maybe I have a quick temper, maybe I don't always follow through, maybe I kind of still hate the way I look, or you know your flaws, right? Why you don't think that bitch know her flaw? You know what she do? She lie better. She lie better than you. A man's got to come to play. A man's got to tell me every. A man's gonna have to. It's hard for me too, but you ain't got to believe every dumb thing that come out their mouth too. She know who she is. She knows she's a fucking mess. So you think she's looking for another motherfucker to just be messy and try to figure some shit out? She's saying, I know I'm bringing bullshit. I need a motherfucker who's leading and can just take us forward. And she might be trying to leave her past behind. But see, if you're always looking at the past, you stay stuck in high school on your little bad boy shit with your lot of tattoos and your dark looks at the club. Nigga, you're 52. You didn't mature. You didn't learn. You didn't gain more knowledge, and you didn't react to that knowledge. You still the same stuck motherfucker, still looking like you're 19. Man, that's why you like fucking 19-year-olds. You like talking to them too? You still 19.
Head on back. So we are now down to the final two. Ladies, any questions for him?
Yeah, what the fuck?
We'll be right down.
So what does conflict resolution look like for you? So say, I want you to be very specific.
For sure.
We're in.
So Streets is watching. Well, but we keep talking about this. What's she doing? She just looking you up now. What's a boxer supposed to do? Put his hands down? What's she supposed to do? Just put her legs apart? Sometimes they give last minute resistance. What's she supposed to do? Just bend over and pull up the back of her dress and say, come get it? She putting a lot on the line to fuck with you, my nigga. She might have to have a baby for 18 years. Play it straight. You know it's some no-account niggas. She might have to play a baby for 18 years. She ain't got the right to be hesitant and cautious about fucking one of you goofy motherfuckers. No, she got to give it up. If she don't give it up before the first date, she gone. If she don't give it up on the first date, she gone. She might have to carry the baby herself for 18 years. She can't take a date to figure it out. You sound stupid. I hate this hookup culture bullshit. I've always hated it. I ain't hate it. But the carelessness with which we throw around semen into an ain't shit bitch, or because it feels good, create life 18 years. Blame it on the black woman. Where are you niggas spurting at? What, does it just come out does it come in the air? No, it goes in her body. Look, if you got unfairly locked up or some shit like that, you might have an excuse. If you got shot and you had to rebuild your fucking body like the Bionic Man, okay. But if you skeeted in a bitch, you skeeted in that bitch. And you know child support is fucked up, so what now? Well, the system is rigged against us. Then stop skeeting in every bitch you see. Maybe you should get some qualifications around your dick before your financial pockets is on the hook. 18 years. All the states, 6 weeks. Abortion is terrible. Yeah, okay. Well, if she show after 8 weeks, you're fucked.
And disagreement, uncomfortable conversation. How exactly does that look with you, and what does the aftermath of resolving that look with you?
I really feel like I'm a great I comprehend.
What?
I like to ask questions, and I like to be quiet when needed. And I take the leadership of all the time and try to resolve it. Sometimes I just want to be speak your mind. Just listen and figure out where your mental is. Maybe you going through something that can't be expressed, because I know how women are to the point where
This sounds like a good answer, and I think it's sincere, so we'll go ahead and give him points in his future. He is sincere. He's sincere about the wrong thing. Okay? I don't even know how to say it. It's like being a coach. and the NIL came, and now you get cocky players with the money. You say, this is bullshit. I hate this. Okay, valid. Annoying, terrible, change the game. Valid. Do you want to coach? Maybe it wouldn't be fun to be the leader. Maybe there are times you want to put your leader hat down. Maybe the easiest way to hang on to her is to just have her tell you what you need to do to hang on to her. And that way you can do that. The way to hang on to her begins with leadership. And then she can't really articulate how to get you to hang on. She might not hang on with you. What about the pimps? What about this? No, she just might not. She might wake up one day and might not. It's a little fatalistic, but let's get rid of divorce. Okay, there are women that clock out of marriages and just stay married. Part their legs once every 2 weeks, get it over with. We'll raise it till they're 18. I'll make a decision after the kids leave. There are women that do that. They clock out. That was happening back in the 1950s. That was happening back in the 1930s. No, it wasn't. That's not what I saw on TV. Who was running the TV? Who was writing the books? It was all men, and we were all telling only our side. In high school, not having knowledge of women was okay. In high school, not having knowledge of women's sexual anatomy was okay. In high school, it was okay to think the world worked through the lens of a man. Yes, a lot of the men today are still stuck in a high school mentality, and they do fantastic with women. They will never admit, sometimes they do, but they don't really admit it, that a woman allowed them to have their body or bodies, and women told them what helped them come. And women reacted to their reactions. That's why experience is still always the best teacher, right? The experience was with a woman who was also developing or at different stages in her life. That's where the knowledge comes from. If you're good in bed, partial credit goes to the fact that those women allowed you to do that. And they taught you a lot. We would never say this. I'll be the first to say it. Does that mean that she can tell you how to stroke? No, that comes from a man. That part she can't teach. This is our problem. What we're asking her to do is to be feminine. If a dude's acting feminine, what is he talking like? Talking with his hands, and his voice is all over the place, and he can't collect his thoughts. When you see a man on a TV screen or in your life, you say, I fucks with this thing. I like the way I like that motherfucker. You don't always know why you like him, but you know what feels masculine. A lot of our TV made it up, so don't get carried away there. The Cowboys, they all made that up. The Cowboys were some dirty motherfuckers. They're all honorable in the movies. It's stupid. Cowboys were some dirty motherfuckers. You'd have to be. I wouldn't sit there and be all nice to everybody. You go down there 10 yards away, I'd probably shoot him in the back. Shit. You ain't killing me. I ain't ride 300 miles through prairie to get killed by some Joe Blow. In a fast contest, in a pull the gun fast contest. My gun was first. I win. You're not honorable. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm alive, though. Shit, picture me, a black person escaping the South and shit like that. Go over and try to get in duels and shit. Acting with integrity. Like, nigga, I used to be a slave. Fuck your integrity. You can shove integrity right up your ass. I'm sure the Indians thought that shit too. These motherfuckers ain't got no integrity. And I'm not trying to take shots. That's just how my mind works. But if she's taking the feminine role, we don't get to have I'm just gonna listen to you at the feminine role, and then we're gonna have you decide what you want everything else to have happen. We know that women they want to be led. We know that. But when you cracked open your first porn, or maybe you got it in whatever, porn, unfortunately, is like high school boys' fantasy. The difference between good lovers and experienced lovers is they let that shit. A lot of people, like, you'll find porn very funny. Like, I really don't like watching straight movie porn. No, okay, whoa. I might have to cut that one out. Okay. And we got to say corn, I guess, too. I like watching straight corn. Okay. But like the glossy, perfect stuff, it's like it doesn't really go like that, right? It's not like, let's go on the couch and you contort yourself here and then I'll put it's just like, okay, cool. That's but we left it behind, didn't we? It's a real physical flesh and blood woman. Today she's got a yeast infection. She really likes to be ate out, but it takes her a while. She has one nipple that's more sensitive than the other. This is a flesh and blood bitch, right? Don't fuck with her hair. She's got an interview in the morning. Smack her more on the ass. She really gets into that, right? It's a flesh and blood bitch, right? Porn is not always doing that. Porn, it's a perfect situation that just falls into your lap. Why does Red Pill suffer? Why is there a male loneliness epidemic? Partially, not all of it. Because we expect it to all just magically happen like porn. We're sending a fool to do a man's job. I grew up. I got into my 40s. But I'm still waiting for love, or I'm still just waiting for the right moment. Is that been your experience in life, that people just give you homes and cars and, they just stop by with clothes for you to wear? No, you have to go out and get that fucking thing. But in some strange, like the levels of leaps that we have to do, being the more logical sex, but women must look at us like we're sick. I want sex, I want sex, I want sex, I want sex. Okay, well, that interests me. Well, I really would appreciate it if you approached me sometime. What's bad about? Well, it's very scary. But I thought you were crazy for the sex. Yeah, I wanted sex right now. But the approach? No, I don't. That's uncomfortable. But sex doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, pro. I mean, deep strokes. Deep strokes. But, if you wanted to come over and talk to me and introduce yourself to me, that would be preferable. Right, yeah, everybody wants an easier life. You get what you get. She probably doesn't want to bleed once a week and have crazy emotions. The way they describe menstruation does not sound like, it's always like knives. What if there were like knives in your dick? You're like, oh, okay. Like, you stop underestimating what women go through. And like, you wouldn't do it. I wouldn't poop out a human for 9 months. Fuck that. Then you have to like feed it every 18. I'm not going to feed that fucking thing with fucking nipple milk. Get out of here. You got me on some artificial. The kid needs natural milk. I'd be like, you know what? We just gonna give that bitch some A&E. Mix it up. A&E. Too bad. Then your figure was all fucked. Then your hips was all wide now, and the people was like, oh, you had a baby, huh? Come on, you don't want to do their job. Don't underestimate the shit.
Feel this way rather than they can really explain it. So when it comes to resolution to a conflict, it's just patience, not overreacting, and just really just listening. Like,
what does a time frame look like for you?
You couldn't say this on the record, like at the show, because it's social media. Everybody watching, right? Off the record, you can overreact here and there. Sometimes she's got to know the lion is there. Never hurt, never hit, never scare. But sometimes you gotta be like, oh,
You as far as resolution goes.
Whatever the situation is, it can be that day, it can be a week, it can be time. I really can't answer that because I really don't know what what the problem is. But
I really don't know what the problem is. Like, you know how like sometimes like you do want to talk to him, but like you don't want to talk to him. But like, you know, but like sometimes you want to like you just have him talk to you. Like, is that am I wrong for that?
it determines what the problem is. But if it's a minor conflict, if you ask for space, like I just need the rest of the night to myself, I'll give you the rest of the night to yourself. I'll check on you in the morning and make sure you're good. Like, so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like to really just hear the lady out, like, because I'm a realist to the point where it's like I get it. Like, we all go through stuff that we can't explain. Yeah.
Okay.
This is confusing to the people who did not graduate high school. On the surface, it appears he's doing everything right. He wants to listen to her. He wants to be a great friend. He wants her to have so many magical moments. He's even going to check up on her in the morning. Like, where would you go? You probably would be sleeping with each other. But I'll check up on you and make sure you're good. And it feels like he's saying all the right things. It's finally our time as high school nerds. There were all the good stuff. I'm going to say it, and it's actually going to work this time. Woo! If every single time you got naked, you had the possibility of being raped or poisoned with a disease that would corrupt the rest of your life and the rest of your sexual history. And then society said that any woman who thinks about sex ever is a whore, and men continuously shamed them for being whores. I want you to put all this in your mind. Plus, their dad said some things and their mom said some things. Plus, there's all these teachers telling them what to be. There's all this pressure. I want you to just put that in your mind. Pressure, 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 pressure. This is just sex now. This is not regular life. This is just pressure, 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 pressure. Maybe she had some trauma. Maybe something happened. Maybe somebody touched her. Maybe guys are creepy. Creepy, 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 creepy. Now she gets to actually release her body. Can she release it to a man who doesn't know how to take all that away from her? She doesn't know how to make all the voices stop. Every woman since the beginning of fucking time will always tell you this. My mind runs all the time. You are probably like me. Your mind runs all the time. Sometimes you're just more focused and you can hang on one thing. Women can't always do that. It's not the reason they shouldn't be president. But sometimes women can't do that. During sex, the most personal, scary act for a woman, with all her emotions and colliding, plus the societal shit that we've already taught her, and the fact that she finally gets to be free of the horse shit, of all the scary stuff, with a man she trusts. Can I sit there and pretend I have no idea what I'm doing? She went through all of that to fuck with a nigga who had no idea what he was doing? That's high school logic. That's porn logic. I'll produce a sharp dick and she figures out what to do from there. It's red pill. She's not allowed to fuck. You're just adding to the bullshit. You're not allowed to be this. You're adding to the bullshit. Women are this. Adding to the bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit. Now she's even more and more tense. We need a man to provide presence that allows her to chill the fuck out for even just 30 minutes while we're together. And you want to punt on that responsibility. I know you want to do it. I know it's probably not fair that we have to do it. But that's what she needs. That's what she's looking for. The nice guy keeps providing more questions. Whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want. Like whatever you. I just want you to be happy. Aren't you happy right now? No, I'm not fucking happy. Can you help me be happy? I just want you to be happy. Can you tell me what makes you happy? I know I don't know everything inside of me. Oh well, well, would you like to go here? I just want you to. Well, you want to go here, or do you want to go here? Do you want to do this? Or do you want to have this? Do you want to do this? Or you don't want to do this? But they whine about the dictatorship. Those men did not have skill in leadership. They led because they were given the job, and they took it, and they basically turned it into a validation fest. Validate my toughness, validate my manhood, validate my feelings, validate that I scare people. I'm scared of the world, so I'm going to come home and scare a woman. The only place, and this is not right or wrong, a lot of black men, the only place where they got respect was from that woman. And then they had rage, and they were hurting, and they didn't know what to do with their hurt and pain. And most of the time they could keep it at bay, but sometimes that bitch said something, you said, you lost your mind. That's what we told men to do. Just keep it. Just keep it. Just keep it. Just keep it. And women allowed us to get rid of some of that. And they comfort a lot of it. But then we told them they don't do shit. It's not easy to be out amongst the wolves. Sometimes I got to come home and relax and feel respected off the shit I've been putting up through, and the place of the home was the place to get that. We took that for granted. You can run your mouth about respect in the street. Them niggas don't know you. They're either scared of you or you make them money. They don't respect you for, I respect him. He's such a great fucking, they would never die for you, and they would never take a bullet for you. We took advantage of that. We played in their face about that. Oh, fuck you for 4 weeks, then I went and fucked somebody else. I lied to you about love, now I'm gone. Now I'm ghosting. I fucked you, now I ghost. It happens to them too, believe it or not. We don't see it. You might never have done it. You might not know about women. It happens a lot to them, and they get their hopes up and they get ghosts. And if you don't know it, talk to them and they'll tell you. Read what they say, read what they write, talk to them, fuck them, interact with them. But you ain't getting no motherfucking knowledge sitting there talking in the chat room with a bunch of other motherfucking high school nerds.
Sure.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Let's go down here. Any questions here?
Yes. Okay. So when was the last time you
What you want to know about this bitch? Come on. You ain't got to be such an asshole. You ain't got to want to know nothing. You don't want to make her laugh at all. You don't want to make her smile. You don't want to make her feel sexy. You don't want to see her open up. You want to see her get a smile on her face after she come, smile on her face when the dick is getting good to her. You don't want to talk to her a little bit, make her feel good, see what's really going on in her brain. You know, life ain't always that fun. It's cool to meet another human being from time to time. You don't want to do that? You don't want to see if she's in anything cool or anything weird. You don't want to know if she's, doing anything fun with life. Maybe she's at a bunch of fun places. She just need a motherfucker to help her take charge of the shit. You don't want to do none of that?
Okay.
What did the apology sound like?
Okay.
And why did you feel like it was necessary?
I like that question, by the way. That's good.
It's a trap question. I hate that question. It's negative minded. It's stuck in the past. Yeah. Well, I thought you said they matured. I said they matured. I said they didn't turn into every fucking motherfucker who had all the answers. It's not Neil deGrasse Tyson on a motherfucker. That bitch don't know shit about relationships. We just proved that shit. She know what she don't want. And she know what she liked. She don't know how to get it. What if you had a taste for... I love rhubarb. I love rhubarb anything. But I don't really think about it, and I don't know where you get... I don't know, did they just sell that shit? And there's not a lot of places that make rhubarb pie or rhubarb carb. If they do, they got a custard in me. I ordered that shit out. Little cinnamon, I put nice and heated. I kill it. but I don't know how to get it, and I don't know how to make it, and I don't know what goes in it, and I don't really know nothing about it. I don't even know what a rhubarb plant is. I don't know nothing about rhubarb. I do know the way it feels. I do know the way it tastes. I do know what the delight and joy that it brings me. How to make it happen, other than going to restaurants or trying to look it up on the internet, I don't know how to make it happen. She don't know where to find a good man. She don't know how to get a good man. She don't know how to keep a good man. She don't know how to build a good man. So all we got is motherfuckers happy or mad at the bitches because they don't want to fuck average niggas and average losers and high school nerds who never matured or got better at nothing and never talked to a woman a day in their life, except at work. Do you see it, a little bit of it? I'm not trying to join Team Bitch. All right, look, hey, I think some wild shit upstairs. I can't tell you all the shit I think upstairs. And I wouldn't want you to tell me everything weird up in your motherfucking mind. That's the gangster room up there. You don't want up there. You don't want up there. It's a problem up there. I said that. Not for public consumption. But if she get a taste of it, man, is she gonna like what it tastes like? She ain't the chef, she the customer. You the one serving up relationships, showing them how it go. She just a customer. You don't like it, then you out of business. Now you out of business, right?
I feel like I apologize every day. Like when I really say every day. No matter if me and a homie or my cousin or my friends, we having a conversation and I think I'm right, and then I find out that I'm wrong. Like I don't mind apologizing. It can be serious, it can be minor. And what it looks like is just being honest and like not being.
Look at the eyes, they wandering. They no longer curious. They no longer care. Well, they popped. They don't give a fuck. No. They already know this part. I'm good. They already know this part. They know apologizing to friends. They know just going along with the girls. They know just going along with the crowd. They know what it's like to have a man kiss their ass. They know what it's like to be anxious or to want to listen or to want to just be in a great conversation. They got that on lock. They just trying to get there. You might be Indiana Jones out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying to you? Shit. Fuck with your boy.
Like just to be able to apologize for being wrong, because like I think we always wrong, and just to own up to it, I feel like that means everything. It shows like your maturity. So that's what it looked like for me.
What do you write? The romantic poems.
Yeah.
Any questions? It looks like you.
I'm processing.
Okay.
He's processing. And look at the looks that they're not excited anymore. High school is out. You want to know if you've got a podcast that you can listen to. I'll tell you what. Here's where it starts. A good barometer is what they talk about that they enjoy doing to a woman's mind and to her body. This is the only people I would trust. If it sounds like about divorce, or it sounds like breakups, or why everything is so fucking hard, I don't want to talk to the niggas who tell me something is hard. They're not doing it. Would you like to meet a doctor who said, listen, the first thing you need to know about being a doctor, that shit is real hard and it doesn't work out a lot and you might fail. I want a motherfucker telling me, yo, man, there's nothing like doing 16 hours and saving a young child's life. And I got some tips for you. This is the motherfucker. That's where I start. Okay? I want a motherfucker excited about the damage he does on a bitch's mind. I don't need the nigga who got a whole bunch of bodies. The bodies thing is never... That's that man shit. That's that goofy man shit. I'm not sitting here saying, well, you're a virgin, that's why you're saying... What if I was? That'd be funny. A virgin... like, what do they call it? Like, virgin coaches? Like, what about virgin coach? Anyways... Let's see, I lost my train of thought. Got cute. But yeah, they're bored. They're bored, but they're not excited. These coaches are not excited to see what they can do. There's a future of a man that we can get towards. The future of man is what I'm concerned with to a certain extent. Not the weekly look, but look, hey, we don't play baseball with them little goofy uniforms no more. We don't throw just a forward pass 6 times a game. Look, the shit moves forward or you get left behind. Look at China. We hate education. These motherfuckers go 15 hours a day. Who you think is going to win this race in 10 years? We've got to reduce it to the states. What they going to teach? Not DEI. Okay, what else they going to teach? Not how to be gay. What else they going to teach? Well, not to be trans. Okay, well, we've got our kids are not going to be gay and trans. Stupid, but they won't be gay or trans or know anything about Black history.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. So, okay, she got one right here. Okay.
What are your current priorities right now?
They're looking for more. Have you ever met some players or ever had this happen where it just clicked and it went? And she didn't really need to know much and it just clicked and it went. Some need to know a little bit more. Allow them the time. Okay? If LeBron James takes a while to get on your team, you gonna cry about that shit? If there was a 5-star quarterback coming to Russell University, he was like, damn, if I get my hands on this one, I'm going to the top. Is she allowed to take a date to make up her mind? And she put on the jersey, I'm going to Russell. Oh, shit. Drop down and give me 20, and you know what I mean. You can't have that. Well, we talked about that shit. Submission is earned. You can't have that unless you start. Unless you got something to show her why she's going to be going through all your bullshit. She got to have some submission. Well, why she got to go through all that? Why she got to run the gauntlet? What's she going to get? Y'all never talk about that. If they not talking about that, besides like the army shit, she gets to have more discipline. Like, yo, then kick rocks. And I'm not trying to shit on nobody content. There's no reason you should listen to me. I'm just an asshole in the weeds. But I like to talk and run my mouth from time to time.
Okay. Current priorities. I'm always just trying to be a better individual. I know that's kind of cliche, but I'm gonna say just financially, always just getting to my next level. No matter if it's from 6 to 7 figures. No matter if it's just getting to like even with marketing, getting more clients. Even if it's family, just trying to be the best family man ever. Like be the best goddad. I'm a goddad to like 6, 7 kids, but just being like the just best person possible. Even like I told you, I train high school basketball players. Like I don't charge them. Like I do it just out of love, and I just want to see them go to college. Like just make their future better. So it's always just setting goals. So priorities is always just.
What's a relationship gonna be like with this motherfucker? Now that you know all that shit about his little basketball team, what's that mean for this relationship? What's that mean for the bedroom? What's that mean for the first date? What's that mean for her safety? What's it mean? Okay, Russ, you just run your mouth. What about actions? We talked more about getting in the mirror with yourself for real, changing your vision, changing your view. Your view has been outward. It needs to be more inward, and you need to get used to talking to a real motherfucker such as yourself. That's something you can do right now. We talked about smiling. Every time you see a woman look at you and smile, go ahead and smile, say hello. Go ahead and do that. Get that muscle worked up. Get that muscle worked up. It's not quite the jump shot, but we got to learn how to get going. We gotta leave the high school bullshit behind, which means all the shit that we learned, pretty much all of it, just assume it's dead, really. Okay? I would assume the bad boy, I'd kill that too. Does he play? He plays in a different way as they get older. They might play because something's itching. She might be itching. And she needs something to scratch it. Besides that, long term, she ain't going nowhere because she's seen that. She's had that. Right? And they played these little games for 6 months and he was slick. The problem is, and I do this too, you think every nigga before you was playing the game straight. It's one of my biggest problems. Every time I hear about a bitch's stuff online, like hear what she had to go through online, like I'm just like, niggas do that shit? I'm always just like, niggas do that shit? Like women are surprised if you look like your photo. Like, who was posting fake shit? I got a belly on me. You think I try to go back to 2016 or some shit? You think I try to go back 20 pounds ago? I'm getting it down though, bro. I'm getting it down. Watch out. I still carry this big belly around and not give a fuck. Who gives a fuck? But why would you hide that? That's weird to me. But you see, you're not seeing the game through whack niggas. Now that I'm talking about game, I just shouldn't say game. But you're not seeing it like through whack niggas. High school and whack niggas just live there. Immature, childish, still fucking with the condom off, just wild. So they tightened up. So we need a motherfucker to play the game straight. Work on your principles. Do you really want to fuck a woman and deal with her on the serious strength and get to know her? Or are you just trying to fuck like it's still college? If you need to do that, there's plenty of women who do that, but you got to be good at it. So one or the other. If you want to do more than just fuck her, okay, you're going to have to ask more of yourself and stop thinking like high school. You don't know nothing about relationships in high school. You don't learn typically until you either get going and look at it, or you get in the field and you get experience doing it. We all learn on the go, but she don't know nothing, you don't know nothing. Leadership, you got to know ultimately, start with this list. What do you like and what do you actually want? And go as far as you need to go and go as far dark as you need to go. And don't forget that dark shit. I want a girl that stands by me in the rain and she's gonna be wonderful. No, sometimes you want to hear the back of her throat with the slobber coming down. A nice slobbery slobberton. I just need a little bit of slobberton. 10 minutes. You want to be able to say, I need Mrs. Slobberton. I need some gack. I need some serious shit tonight. I had a bad day. I had some serious shit. No, I don't need to talk about it. I'm straight. I'll tell you a couple things about it. I'm good. But you know what? I need a little bit of gack. Come back here and make Big Daddy feel good. That's what you want. And what's crazy about that shit, she want to give it to you. But you think this bitch had goals, but she ain't had sexual goals? She just a babe in the woods. She just running around like a little fox, just fucking around. You want to trap her and shit. She only got 3 bodies, so she'll never want better sex. Okay, you gonna fuck around and find out. We've been married for 35 years. Yeah, but she been fucking for 35 years. You might get it again this Saturday. It's your week. It's your special blowjob at the end of the week.
Just to literally be better every day.
Know what you want and know what you think you're going to need. You got needs. Figure them out. Don't sit there and pretend you a fucking whatever the fuck, a robot, an AI robot. Every man got needs. What are they? Get nasty, get dirty, get real with that shit. You can't go nowhere until you fucking admit the truth. You might need to have her give you one of her heels and you stroke your dick in there, and that's what's going to make you a better man. I don't give a fuck. It's weird. I wouldn't do it. But if that's what you need, then you got to get to that place. It can't just all just be sexual. Like, what do you need her personality to fucking be? Like, be honest. Like, yo, I spit a lot of jokes, and I like a woman that can really laugh at my jokes. She's got to have a sense of humor that loves my jokes. Okay, cool. You trying to get us somewhere, but you need to be good at the jokes. You need to be appropriate with the jokes. You need to know when it's time to not be joking. You still got to be a motherfucker that's cold with it. You got to know that the bedroom isn't all giggles and happiness. You got to know what she needs just by looking at her. You can't just be doing joke when you ain't even looking and checking for your woman on the strength. There's some shit to learn after you figure out what the fuck you want. You got to solve the one before you get to the other. They don't make men for free. A price will be paid.
Always be successful. Just be influential.
And then do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm super faithful. I go to church on a regular every Sunday. I pray. I even make sure when I pray, I intentionally go to the sauna.
You don't like when a beautiful woman smiles at you? You don't like that? You don't want to fuck with her? She looking at you, you looking at her. You don't go over say nothing to her? I guess I won. What? I won the staring contest. I won. You didn't know that. You should have stared harder. You want to stare now? You want to get a good look? You ain't got nothing to say. You got nothing. You don't want to put no kind of smile on her face. You like bitches that look serious. You don't like the way bitches laugh? You don't like that shit? Or you just like the pussy, the way the pussy wink at you? Okay, cool. It sounds like you need a prostitute. You lying if you say you don't like you like that shit. Everybody like a bar with bitches in it. Everybody like a club with bitches in it. Quit lying. I wanted the pussy. Then go get a prostitute or be really, really great at it. And like, you know how some of them say to be direct and the crazy goofy shit. Everything I said would be about fucking. And I would work on it so much that every fucking thing, you could tell this ain't me, because every fucking thing I said about sex, everything would have a sexual tint to it, and I would be fantastic at it. And then once we get behind closed doors, I'm going for 44 like Iverson. That would be my primary focus, since all I wanted was pussy. If you want the giggles and the happy moments and she looking good at the club and dancing, that is an actual human breathing fucking woman. That means the human came. That means her human brain came. That means her personality came, which means that you actually do give a fuck what her personality is. You can treat her with respect. You can give her the respect by showing her a motherfucking man. And you can't punish her for the crazy part of her personality. Ain't nobody perfect. You want something perfect, you better try to be gay. Because that bitch is all kind of fucked up.
To pray. Like, just because I know that's how I can cope and zone out and do my little meditating.
Oh my, this nigga's still going.
Question, I'm so
Go
sorry.
for it.
And
I
what
want to hear the
qualities
question.
do you feel like you have that you bring into a relationship?
Qualities.
This is what she wanted to see. She doesn't know it, I think. She's not this calculating, I think. But I think something with it. I think this is when it's all. Let's just see if we can do it. Let's see if it is. I don't know. Let's play the game. Okay, let's just say a nigga was acting weird. And he came in, you was at a bar for whatever reason. Maybe you don't drink. I don't really drink that much anymore. But he's at a bar and the nigga was just acting funny style. Like, and he was kind of close to you, but not too close to you. And you was talking to him and he was like, oh, hey, cool, how you doing? It was like a nice, friendly conversation, right? And just like, something is off with this nigga. You wouldn't keep trying to ask him questions or like, if you couldn't move away, which you probably would just move away, right? Like you've seen women do if you get too creepy. But you wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, what you do for a living, man? You got kids, you got married. He's like, okay, cool. You got a stable house life? You go, and then they start saying, oh, I don't know anymore. She left. You go, okay, there it is. Right? You're looking because this threatens your safety and something is off and you don't put yourself in situations that make you uncomfortable. Can you get with me there? That's my limited understanding of the world of a woman. She's trying to put herself in not uncomfortable situations. I don't know what that feels like. I don't know all the ways they process that. I don't know what's in the mind of a woman. I'm not a woman. How you listen to only podcasts that dudes talking about everything? Yeah, we know how to run the shit. We know how to make the shit go good, but you don't want no insights into the motherfucking people that are going to be following your lead. You didn't want to learn nothing. You wanted to learn what her titties and her ass had to say. Titties and ass are wonderful. Pussies is about as good as it gets. But it don't tell you a whole lot. It don't tell you what the dangers you're in. It don't tell you nothing. Then you blurt it and you go, oh, there's a lot of bullshit surrounding this pussy. The person holding this pussy really sucks. You're gonna have to vet, and you would have to. I hate that word vet, but you're gonna have to try to get to know her personality and really see. But you got to know what kind of personality you like and what kind of personality you are. You might be an old cool business type motherfucker. No, I'm not gonna be wanting to play away games with some bitch always in the street. You fucking with my money, and we're not gonna have like habits, right? Let's say I'm not past that. I got my business is cool. I'm looking to have a little fun. Okay, well, I don't need a bitch that's, able to get to me every 2 weeks. I'm trying to get going. Like maybe I want a relationship. Maybe I'm trying to see and have some fun on the long term. This might not be it because, she just want me to bang it out. Maybe that's a different spot on the roster or the team or whatever you got going on. But you see what I'm saying to you? You're adapting to different personalities, but you got to have a motherfucking personality that can do that shit. And you don't want to be around a motherfucker you don't stand. I hate all that shit. Any bitch can come to me. Nah, if I can't stand you, you can't be in my presence. If you a negative-minded bitch, you can't be in my presence. What else? You racist, you can't be in my presence. You smell racist, you can't be in my presence. I won't fuck you if you're a Trump voter. I just don't like that cruel shit. You like him, you like him. It is what it is. That's your right. Fuck all that bullshit, bro. Like, there's a lot of bitches I just wouldn't allow me. Bitch always trying to get at your money. If the bitch is shady looking or she got some shady people with her, how about a bitch with some ratty, snooty friends? I done dated that. It don't get no better. It don't get no better. Really, really snooty, terrible friends? Nah, see, there's a lot that don't add up. A shitty father, like a real suspicious, shitty father. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You don't sit there and say, like, you don't have preferences. It's okay. But just admit that shit. So you trying to find something good, too. You don't just want the box. You trying to find a good girl that got the box on her.
I feel like I'm genuine, sincere. I feel like I'm willing to understand. And I always tell a lot of people they don't really know what growth look like, and I feel like I do. Like, growth comes in so many forms, and it's like, can you see the growth, like, on a short-term level? Not always just seeing the big growth, like, okay, this how you was 2 years ago. But it's like, do you see the growth over a week, over a month? Like, so my qualities is, like, being open-minded, comprehending what's really going on, and really just being optimistic to, like, we always can be better, and we all fall short in some type of way. It's just human nature.
This nigga watch a lot of woke podcasts. I hate using that word because I'm woke too, but we watch a lot of that. I like being liberal. I hate liberals. They're just weird. I was like, we need to have a discussion and articulate this in a way that everyone. You know what? The other side has got killers. We got sheep. I don't like MAGA, but then they got killers at least. We don't have no killers. We got like Jasmine Crockett. We got like 2 killers. And they both bitches. AOC and Jazz. They both bitches. And they both bitches. How are we going to win men? Well, the best motherfuckers on your side can't both be bitches. You'll have to have some gangsters. This nigga still just running his mouth. What did any of that bullshit mean? So she looked him up and he started running his mouth. But he's saying all the right shit. If you got a high school nerd version of women who think they all good girls, who love the Lord, who just do everything that they told, who don't have no lusts, no dreams, no evil fantasies. They don't hate no bitches. They don't hate anybody from work. They don't hate their boss. They don't hate their weight. They don't hate their lives. They're not mad at a bunch of people in their past. They didn't hang on to issues from childhood. No, in high school, the cheerleader was just a perfect girl, and she didn't know anything about her body, and she just wanted to love everyone. At least that's what happened in your imagination, in your limited experience, also from porn. That is how you defined and codified in your mind women to behave. Probably some patriarchal bullshit from your father. A woman is supposed to be all that. I'm with you on a lot of it because I don't want to even say, I can't say what I actually think about it because it's not like women are dogs or something like that. But women need a lot of help. Okay, let's say it like that. But she's not supposed to, like, me recognizing that is not special. And then also she shouldn't like come to me for help because I have testicles. Can I say it like that? She shouldn't really come to me just because I can fuck. Not really. That's not all I am as a man. A dick walking around. Like I just walk my dick around like it's on a leash. Like, hey, do you want it? Do you want it? Let's go. Come on, dick. We're on the hunt. Dick, we're on the hunt. That's all you want to do with a woman is put your dick in there. Okay, well, nothing wrong with that. I can't talk you out of it. I thought that way for a time. I don't really regret that time. That's part of being a man too. You got the wolf in you. You can't lay him aside and say, I want to get to know everybody internally. But a lot of times, that's not the only thing you want to do with a woman. You know what I mean? Most of the time. If you turn it off and on like that, then like I said, you just got to be a dick specialist. They got to bring you in like, who is it? Vinny the Microwave Johnson or Jamal Crawford or somebody. Best six man. Who was the best six man this year? They got to bring you in like the six men. You drop it off, get a quick 20, close it out in the fourth. We good to go.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Oh my God.
It is time to pop one balloon. Go ahead and pop one
Can I
other
say something?
balloon.
Can I say something?
What do you want to say?
She's running into this more and more. I think I've done 4 or 5 shows where the guys say, can I continue to ask questions? Remember, most guys do not have multitudes of women lined up competing for their love or competing for their selection in front of the whole world, by the way. This feels good. Like I'm giving them both a chance. Come on, this is my moment in the sun. But it's also disrespectful because they did not come to be toyed with. But past that, we need a demand. We just need a man. Like, I'm either going to get selected by said man or I'm going to be jealous that I'm not selected by said man. I do not want anything but glee over them hateful bitches or jealousy because fuck that bitch anyway. These are the only 2 acceptable emotions at this point. He is trying to make both women happy. He doesn't know women. He doesn't really know what makes them happy. So he's guessing based upon his limited knowledge, his imagination, and his experiences in both high school and in college. Let it go. You gotta let it go.
Like, y'all personalities are so sweet. I think I'm gonna gravitate to y'all personalities, both of y'all personalities.
They're amazing.
Like,
yes.
real.
Come on. This is what I'm talking about. It's subconscious. I probably got it too, somewhere. It's subconscious. Weakness almost, it's especially when we talked about, I think it was number 4, we talked about what you look at the outside world. If I watch a bunch of podcasts about Red Pill, chances are it's like me versus 8 girls. Me with a bunch of girls. Me getting rejected by a girl. Me hating a girl. Girls talking. This talking. Girl. Not that it should be the opposite. But I ingest some of their mannerisms. Like attracts like. If she's insecure, she's displaying her insecurities and what that looks like. I start copying her rhythms. I start copying her thoughts because I'm doing the right thing. As a high school nerd, you think if I can connect with her thoughts, it makes sense from man world. If I can connect with her thoughts, I can figure out what she wants so I can solve the equation. It feels exactly what you think of a man and especially a nerd. I'm logical, so I'm a nerd too, okay? Logically, if I could figure out what's going on in that crazy bitch's brain and I could figure out how to do it, then I could get her to stay with me forever. It makes perfect sense. If you don't know women, then you would think that that is the most hilarious, stupidest fucking shit that ever fucking lived. Not just because she wants to be led, but because women are fucking nuts. It's why we love them. It's why we need them. We need some goofy. We need some crazy. We need some fun. We need some pep. We need to feel validated. Everybody needs to feel validated. It's funny, I like to listen to some of those podcasts. They're great podcasts, right? And it's, my lady be doing this for me. My lady, I was like, yeah, that's your validation. It's okay, I need validated too. You know, she strokes your chest. Yeah, you need that, but you don't say you need it. You actually need it. That's an actual physical human need. We can podcast, or I can alpha this shit up as much as you want. And there are times I think I might walk on water tomorrow. I can't kill the wiring that makes me human, that needs other people. I'd like to. There are times I'm like, this, man, I hate all y'all. But you can't kill the wiring. The wiring says humans need validation. They need to be seen, heard, and respected. They need to be listened to. Pretty much they all need to be loved. They all need to be respected. They all want to be venerated. And they need some form of actual human connection. What we've done is we shit on the feminine connection. It wasn't fair. They were providing a lot for us, and we didn't acknowledge it. I think a lot of your stuff could go back. The genie could really go back in the bottle if you actually stop like being a piece of shit towards these women. If you were just like, yo, what she's doing is fucking amazing. And she's a goddamn awesome person for doing all this just for me and this stupid fucking child. If you were to go to that in your mind, and then you could still do you could do all your other bullshit. Now go make me a sandwich. You could do all that. But you ain't giving her credit for nothing. Like, you're a prick, dude. I'm a prick too. Like, I don't think they'd be doing much. And I have my own feelings on that. But we have to give respect where respect is due. They do a lot of girly shit that I would never do for another person, okay? That's not easy. That's not their natural state of... It's hard to have empathy for a person who fucked you over, you know? But I've seen women have empathy for guys who stalked them, you know? They just have that button. It's not an easy button. Otherwise, we would do it. But... everybody got to get their respect. How you respect a motherfucking woman is you don't bring two motherfucking women into the conversation. You and then what you hope she is. Again, the equation is off. It makes sense that if I could just figure out what was in her mind. The problem is you never talk to bitches. If you did, you start eventually emulating and acting like a woman probably too much, and your brain would start to become as scrambled as hers. You would realize that they want all the things all the time in different measures and sometimes none of it at all. And they want it to be fun how it happens. And they want it to be led perfectly. And it's a stupid assumption. And they want to participate and they want to have weight and they want to matter and they want to be seen. And it's all colliding and there's all these societal horseshit. Plus the guys that are creepers and the guys sending the dick pics. And it's all a barrage of horseshit. They need the guy to cool that out. Leadership cools her out. It's not an obligation as much as it, I hate to say this word, a salvation of sorts. I truly believe that. I truly believe that it is a salvation. But it's a salvation of her mind and then later her body. When she gives that up, it's a very addictive thing. It's a very rare thing. And then she doesn't expect it to go away because another pair of tits wandered by. I'm not saying you can't do what you do. I'm a man too. I'm saying you could see why it stinks. And you can see why it doesn't make sense to us. You see how much I gave up for you and all this? And you're just going to pass it up because the next bitch smiled and winked at you? And because she was looking good? You know, it doesn't seem correct. So I get it. I'm not saying nobody right, nobody wrong. I'm just saying you got to kind of see it how they see it a little bit. That's a little bit. That's all I know. I don't know a lot. They women. I ain't trying to be one.
Personalities is so sweet. I think I'm done gravitated to your personalities, both of your personalities.
They're amazing.
Like
yes.
real talk. Like,
I know it's tough.
Yeah, it's really
Whenever
tough.
you're ready, go ahead and pop that one.
The leader is not always a nice person. You ever work for a boss and he kicked your ass or she kicked your ass? But, you know, I said I had it after Thursday. Right. And I needed you to do it, and I needed you to have it better. This is not acceptable. Take it back. Do it again. Fuck this boss, man. Fuck you, boss. You bring it back. The presentation go good. You close the deal, ... You get the baby feels better. You save the company, whatever the fuck. You do your little thing. They needed to kick your ass. Every day you come here, you're 10 minutes late, you're fucking with my time. I need you to be here at 8 so I can get going and get started. I don't need you to be here at 8:10. If you don't want to be here, don't be here. Tomorrow you got to be here at 8. You're not going to be here anymore. That's bullshit, man. I had a... I was late. I used to drive a bus. I was late to the job. They fired me. Guess how I got to work? The bus. The bus was late. The bus was late, and I got fired at the bus company. I never forgave that shit. I'd never ride that bus thing. Man, fuck y'all. Truth be told, what was the other reasons I was late the other 3 times? I needed a boss to kick my ass, and I needed a boss to hold me accountable because the rules were more important than me. His rules, his principles were more important than pleasing and keeping me. What do the high school nerds work towards? Keeping her, keeping her. You have to do this. It's all the red pill language now. You have to do this to keep her. You have to do this to keep her. Hey. She doesn't want to work for that boss. Would you want to play for a tough coach that won titles, or one of your homies, one of your best homies, but the team was dog shit? He was doing everything. You would get to have it your way. You could be in charge. You would do it. You could come and go as you please. But the team lost every single fucking time. Everything was fun. You got cake and ice cream and pizza, and you didn't have to do shit. Who would you want to play for?
Okay, let's go.
Oh.
Yes, it actually is possible to eat healthy and still have a life.
Oh. Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
Yeah.
Like I said, I was trusting the process. You had a lot of good things to say.
For sure.
And right before you popped my balloon, I actually was like going back and forth in my head. But yeah, I think you're a great guy. All the things you had to say were good.
Okay.
It was just like the attraction that
I don't like to admit when I'm right, but sometimes I'm right. She said everything I just said. Beautiful. Nice to be right every once in a while. All of that we have just done for this dude.
It's like, it's no offense to her. And the process was working. It's just her.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's head on back to her then. Let's go on
Why she got to wave his head like on down there?
over there.
She don't look that happy though.
All right, come on up here with us. I'll have you scoot that way for me. You'll stand right on over here. All right, y'all. One final question. No. If you have one. If you don't.
Does he have any questions for me, though?
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me? Any other questions for me?
So, I mean, my only question, first of all, do you have children?
I do not.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't have children.
Okay.
I got children. I really don't got no question. I'm gonna be honest. It's like I really was feeling the everything, the vibes, the personality, the sweetness. Like you just got this little genuine vibe to yourself. I love it.
Thank you.
And I love your hair too.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank
Okay, well, then with that being said, there's no more final questions. I'm going to ask mine. Is it a yes for you for him?
you. It is.
Okay. And is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got a match. I'll take the mic. Okay, make some noise for them, ladies.
I'll be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. I want you to just watch her. I'm happy to be wrong.
I'll take the mic. Okay, make some noise for them, ladies.
I know where they're coming from. Why do you think pimps get paid in cash and the bitch just give it up? She's getting some kind of value in return to where the money doesn't matter to her. That I would steal from pimps. The payout of a man, to my mind, it probably is worth actual fucking money. I don't want to do anything more on the internet than that, because that's very misogynist. And with the wrong person, it absolutely is misogynist. You know what I mean? But I do believe that, yeah. To where she should say, my house is your house, or if you need a car, I'll help you finance one. That's the woman saying, yo, money, I'm cool. Any bitch can have money. But you got a lot of money. No, any bitch can have money. Any bitch can twerk. Any bitch can have a social media following. But a man? Come on, you gonna sit there and tell me that shit is like everybody out here just doing that shit? It's your boy, the DR. No more high school, it's out. You can have people you kick it with, like social media and friends, but they don't decide our life choices anymore. Now it's you in the cold world. You built for it or not, because you got work to do, you got learning to do. It's the work of men. It can be a beautiful fucking thing, or it can be a thing you never get to do and experience the beauty of. But I know what these beautiful bad bitches are looking for. It's your boy, the DR. Like, subscribe below. I appreciate you.